Hey Bama fans, come on in, let's huddle up, let's talk about these Aggies coming to town. I asked you to send me some questions regarding the game. You have, so let's get right to them. Cover?
All right, first question's from @BrianThrower. Will there be an LSU hangover to make this a trap game for Bama?
Brian, I don't think there's going to be a hangover. I think Coach Saban and his staff, the leaders on the football team, recognize this kind of a trap and how you can fall into it. We'll be ready for A&M.
All right, well, Janice from Facebook wants to know, will the offense be able to stay on the field, make some first downs, and keep Johnny Football on the sidelines?
Janice, I sure hope so. That Texas A&M defense, though, they're pretty good. They're aggressive. They get 8 guys up in the box. Their first intention is to shut down the run game. We have a good run game, okay? We also have excellent play-action passing game. So the execution is going to come into play as it always does. Remains to be seen. I believe we'll be able to move that ball on.
Good. Well, Mel from Facebook wants to know, how does the Bama defense match up against the Aggies spread offense?
Well, our defense is going to be limited. We won't be able to substitute as often as we'd like to substitute with the situation type football. That's what the up-tempo offense is about, trying to keep those defensive players on the field without refreshing them with other players. It's going to be a major test for us.
Well, David from Facebook wants to know, considering the speed with which the A&M offense operates, what do you feel is the best way for Bama's defense to prepare for them?
Listen to Coach Nick. That's the best way to prepare for them. They're going to have to line up quickly. They're going to have to look around and see where the strength of the offense is going. We're going to have to make some adjustments. We're going to have to execute.
And I think,
best I can tell you, man, this is going to be a real test.
I was going to say, though, you frequently talk about how it's nearly impossible to replicate the speed, game time speed, in practice, right?
That's right. You know, we've been looking at what kind of plays, and I say we, our defense has been looking at the scout team, run the plays that A&M use, run with the kind of tempo that A&M uses, but you can't match it. A&M's going to be a faster tempo and certainly more gifted athletes than the Tide will see in practice this week.
Okay, well, Brian Johnson wants to know, as a former Alabama quarterback and knowing Bama's defense, what do you think Johnny Football has going through his head today?
Well, Manziel, a quarterback, A&M he's a football man. I tell you, I believe that from watching him play, man. He's gifted, and he has to know about the tradition of the University of Alabama. He's had to have thought about that and where he's going into Tuscaloosa. He also better be thinking about his own job and what he's got to get accomplished. You fans at the game, get loud, stay loud. You always do, you know, and get behind the Tide. That's going to be a major help for us. It always is. I'll be tweeting during the game, so I hope you folks that are on Twitter and I visit, we'll have some fun. Until then, it's Roll Tide, man. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Ready? Break.